Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today, we're looking at the Anvil Paladin. Let's jump straight into it, shall we? Now, this ship, the Anvil Paladin, is one of the newer added ships. It's not the newest, but it's been a concept ship for a while, and it's one of the newer added ships. And honestly, if you have a couple of friends to fly around in, this honestly is great. I have I've actually just managed to buy this thing in game the other week, and I was flying around with one of my friends, and even just me and him flying around was pretty damn fun. So yeah, sorry, I completely forgot what I was doing there. Just nattering on to myself. All right, so as we walk in, we have an airlock, obviously to the outside. And then we have our opening doors here into an armory, which is a very nice looking armory, by the way. I really like this, especially with the suit lockers being right here as you walk in. And then obviously, this is just for display, I think. I mean, it would be nice if it was like an ammunitions locker, I know we've obviously got some here, but just for extras on the side would be nice. But I get like component storage, it's fine. But yeah, we've got some armory gun lockers here for all of our guns and special components and things like that, like our multi-tools and med pens. Now as you walk in here, we have a nice staircase leading up to the next floor, but first of all, we're going to look what's down here. In here, in all of these little sleeves are a bunch of components, like critical components. We've even got our fire extinguisher here, which, if you don't know, I'm never picking up a fire extinguisher again, because if you haven't seen that episode, essentially I picked up a fire extinguisher and the thing wouldn't leave me alone. Ever. Underneath the stairs we do have an engineering terminal and relay access all in one, which is going to be a little bit annoying when Bug Citizen kicks in, because if you don't know, Bug Citizen, sometimes you go to click on the engineering terminal and you'll end up accidentally pulling one of these relay plugs out, or fuses. Now as you come down here, we have a ladder going up to the next floor, which we'll ignore for now. And as you come down here, we have the bottom side of the cockpit. This is one big cockpit because, well, if you look here, you can actually see where the pilots would sit up there. That's where they would sit. But down here, these are two gunner seats. So these are two gunner seats for the side turrets, which is quite nice. And obviously there is a bunch of buttons down here, which I'll quickly... Okay, Bug Citizen, hello. There we go. Alright, so obviously in here we have access... Ooh, where's the buttons? Where's the buttons? Is the... Hello? So this goes into like a combat mode, which is quite cool actually. But then you've got your remote turret, which is one on the side, and then the other gunner has the other side to shoot off as well, which is very cool and nice to have. Obviously that's just the gunner seats, so we'll head on off back on out to up here. So again, more component storage. Mind your head on that, because I've just really hurt mine there. As we come upstairs, we have like what you could maybe call like a habitation area up here. So you have a nice seating area for you and your friends, and then you've got back here we've got a living space. So we've got a nice desk where you can put stuff and maybe store stuff up here. Could even be for food. A nice desk to sit at and have some little plant pots or something up there. And then up here we have our first two bunk beds, and then some seats when you wake up and you get changed into your uniform to get ready for the day. And then back here we have another engineering terminal, a bunch of fuses for relays, and this is where our more critical components come in, the power plants, and well, I don't know what this is. What is this? Does it open? I'm assuming that's cooling. It's either coolant or a quantum drive or something like that, but you get the point. Now, coming into this room, again, I believe this is also like a crew room. So we have, again, the same thing on the other side as we did in the other one. Sorry if you can hear someone leaving the hangar right now. That's very loud. Again, this is where the turret would sit, but this is not how you would access it. Oh, sorry, I did actually miss this. This is where you get all your food. And again, there's no beans. There is no beans. Why is there no beans button anymore? If you don't know, there's a ship. I don't remember what ship it was. I think it's the Hammerhead or the Reclaimer. And on one of them, it just has beans. The beans dispenser. Beans. And that's it. Yeah, so I miss the beans, man. Oh, the mirror works. Yes, the mirror works on this one. Yes. So that's an added bonus. I'll actually give this actual like extra points for the mirror actually working for once. Yeah, let's go. Right, so we've got a nice mirror. We've got a sink. We've got a shower and a toilet. And no toilet paper. That's going to be a little bit of an issue for me. Again, that's where the ladder comes up. It comes up right here. And coming down into here, this is where the cockpit is. What is this? Is this radar? No. I'm assuming this is either storage or it's... Oh, never mind. A telefib. It's a computer. That doesn't exist at the minute. And then we've got relay and... Oh, there's the radar. Funny enough, speaking of radar. So the pilot seat obviously just does the normal. It pilots and flies the ship. But the co-pilot seat does something actually quite special. So this one has access to the main cannon, which is the one on the top. So if I quickly go into here, where is it? There we go. I can now decide, oh, well, I would like to, you know, shoot up here, but then my target goes behind me and underneath me. Oh, well, I cannot reach it. And the guy goes, oh, I'm gonna change sides so I can reload the shields on this side so he doesn't get through our shield. Okay. How cool is that? That is so cool. Honestly, that is by far one of the coolest things in the game right now. Like in ship design, it's awesome. I know obviously I kind of aim very far without going through the floor right now, but you get the point. And then I can just click to retract. I don't actually know if there's a button that you can do it in the turret, but doing it in or out of the turret regardless, it's still pretty damn cool to look at. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool, neat thing. But yeah, this ship is an absolute beauty. Like, I really like this ship. Like, I know I like a lot of ships, by the way. If you've watched all of these episodes, you'll know I say I like most of the ships because they do generally have a nice design and things like that. But I think, honestly, if I'm going to be completely honest, when we went out in this ship the other day, it was probably the most fun I've had in a ship in a long time. Like, obviously, there's like other things where you have fun on like an Idris or a Polaris or something like that, but like talking about like multi-crew ships and things like that, honestly, it was so fun. I don't know, there was just something about it. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it. And well, let's jump in the pilot seat and see what weapons the pilot has got themselves. Because not only does this come as a gunner ship, but it also comes as a... Oh, okay. I'm in... Okay, right, okay, that bug citizen, like I said. Very cool. So not only that, but we get a very loud startup. We get 4 turrets for ourselves. It's a little bit of a heavy boy. Don't get me wrong, it's a little bit of a heavy ship. But still, just look at it, man. It's absolutely insane. Like, look at this thing, man. So yeah, these oh wait, oh actually it uses the 2 side turrets. Oh, I didn't notice that. So if you don't have friends, if you're a loner, your pilot can use the 2 side guns. So that's quite funny. But obviously if you've got friends, then they would control these and you wouldn't have any control. What is going on with this hangar? The little like specks that appear like that. It's always when I'm in the hangar that happens. But yeah, this is pretty insane actually. I didn't know it was the 2 side turrets that did that, but still, even so, if you have friends or you don't, it's still a pretty neat feature that you can have. But anyways, yeah, so that's the pilot side of things. Yeah, so it's a pretty nice looking ship. It's pretty neat as well. Oh, we're in the floor. Right, there we go. The only thing I will say, by the way, though, is I have the audio turned down on OBS. This thing is way louder on my headphones than it is for you. So this thing is really loud. That's all I'll say. It is really loud ship. But anyways, guys, yeah, that is going to wrap it up. We're going to start talking about prices and guns quickly before I finish off this video. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Now let's talk prices and weapons. I'm over here, camera. Come on, man. You should know this by now. Now, the Paladin on the store right now is $350, which is a little bit pricey. Out of like, you know, actually, you know what? I wouldn't knock it down too much from what it is. Like, considering Star Citizen prices. If I really had to pick and choose, maybe it's $320. But it's actually not all that bad. It's still a really nice ship. It's a really good ship as well, so it's not like you're buying into anything horrible. But yeah, still, I really like the Paladin. We only just bought it the other week. I never actually thought anything of it because I was just like, don't know. It feels like something that you're gonna need a lot of crew for, but you don't. You only need like at most, like a minimum 2 people to like have the top turret and then the other 2 turrets as yourself. But then if you have 4 people, then you can fly and then have 3 people gun and turret, which is pretty damn cool. So this thing also comes with 2 size 4 missiles and 4 size 3 missiles, which is quite a nice addition to the already two side turrets that you get. Now they do have size 4 cannons on the 2 side ones, and then the size 5s. That's insane. Like, yeah, this thing is definitely worth it because it is beefy. It is really beefy. Like, this thing does a lot of damage per second, so it is well worth the money. It would literally, like I said this about the Hurricane last episode, that it is beefy and it would like give other heavy fighters a chance. If you go up against a Paladin in a Hurricane, this thing will do the utmost damage to you and probably ruin you before you even get through its shields. That's how good it is. Obviously, again, this can all be changed in future, so everything I'm saying right now is in 4.7.2. I'm hoping that it stays the same because it's well worth it for what it is and for how much you're paying for it. So it was $350 on the pledge store, and if you do want to buy this, you have to go all the way over to ArtCorp in Area 18 to buy the Paladin. It is 15.8 or close enough to 15.9 million AUEC. So this thing is really expensive in game as well. So if you have an extra 15 million lying around and you really want the Paladin and have a little bit of fun with your friends, and actually, I kind of reckon that this thing is actually kind of cost effective with it being laser repeaters and only having like a couple of missiles to go with it. It would be in missiles that I'm assuming that would cost you the most to replenish. So obviously unless you take heated damage, but yeah, this thing is a beast. and I would highly recommend it to a group of players who want to have a bunch of fun hunting bounties, doing PvP missions, PvE missions, mercenary missions. It doesn't have any cargo, so no cargo missions, or it has very little. I don't think it has any at all. Yeah, it only has 4 SEU of cargo storage, so it's not really that good if you're wanting to haul cargo. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you would like to see more of these, do subscribe, because it would obviously let you know if I upload more. But there'll be loads more of these videos coming out. And obviously, if you want to see a new ship coming out and you might miss it at Direct Defense Con, I'll obviously post videos on what they look like, and some things like the new weapons and things like that, what they have, and obviously touring them if they have an interior. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.